Okay, on our way back from Silver Dollar City, we stopped in here at the Bass Pro Shop. See right there. You're probably wondering why. It's the world's biggest. And there's River and Patty. And this place is sick. And they have a lot of stuff going on here, and I'm gonna explain it to you. We got here a little bit late to take advantage of their aquarium. They have a massive aquarium here, and they also have a great outdoors like museum that includes Africa, pretty much everywhere. This place is crazy huge. Look at the detail. Like, this is in Springfield, really close to Branson. So this is how cool the ceiling is themed. First off, check out the turtles. Look at this right here. So there's the fishing boat. Look at the fishing boat, River. So you're under the water, basically. That's where you're at. Look at this. And you see what's in the water? A little fishing, a little motor, you know, basically to put through the water. Of course, because they sell them. Now they have a massive aquarium here. It's an aquarium like you've never seen before because it really focuses on the great outdoors. And it's not necessarily like, you know, what you would expect, like sharks and stuff. You gonna go to the coffee shop?
Yeah, we're gonna go to the coffee.
I'm gonna walk over here.
Okay.
We'll meet you over there.
Okay.
Okay. So we're just checking out the amazing detail. Look, there's the oars. Like, you've never seen anything like this. Now, they have a really cool Bass Pro Shop. And there's a Native American. And here's a Civil War, like, type cannon and a buffalo. Now, they have a really cool Bass Pro Shop in the Pyramid in Memphis. And I'm gonna go there, check it out. But it is really cool. But this one is the world's biggest. They have restaurants in here, hotels, you name it, they have it. And it's so detailed. Now I'm gonna tell you something that you might not believe. Look how detailed that is. When you go in there, they have two attractions here. One is the aquarium that I was telling you about. And it's like no aquarium you've ever seen. And then they also have a natural, like, outdoor museum that looks a lot like this, where every scene is like this. But they have scenes set up, you know, like from Africa, where they have like water, where it looks like you're underwater and the crocodiles are popping out of the water. It's insane. And here is a gun. Obviously, they sell every type of gun. There's nothing in here that's not themed. There's nothing in here you could not get from a boat. As you can see, they've got trees in here with tree stands. You know, I know someone who died in a tree stand. sad situation. Fell out of the tree stand. Very terrible. You won't ever find me going up in a tree stand, I'll tell you that. First off, I'm kind of afraid of heights, to be honest with you. Great America Hunting Hall. Look at the ceiling. Look at that ceiling. It's absolutely crazy in here. There literally isn't anything that relates to hunting. Look at all rows and rows and rows of bullets. I mean, you could literally equip an army. That's how much stuff is here. You know that movie Red Dawn? Oh, they would come over here and get everything they needed to fight the Russians. It was the Russians and the Cubans. I can't remember if there was another country involved. The movie is ridiculous because look at that. It's not even humanly possible for another country to invade the United States. It's basically impossible. And it's impossible. And this looks like an aquarium of some kind. I don't know what's in here. Something is in there. I don't know what. Look at this. The Archery Hall of Fame is here. Let's walk up here. Now, what I was saying was it's literally impossible for another country to invade this country because they would have seen all those planes coming from a million miles away. No Navy could bring enough troops here to make a dent before they would all get sunk, literally probably 500-600 miles off our shores. It's just never gonna happen. We have the best Navy in the world, the biggest Air Force in the world. So the movie is ridiculous. But with that being said, it was a fun movie. Now look at this. Look at, they got a whole cabin built over there. Now, over there, that is the NRA. Like them or hate them, I know they're, some people absolutely hate them, I know. And there, right there's a restaurant called Hemingway's. Look at this. All these fishing reels on display, lures, you name it. Look at that lure. Jeez. And that would be something you would catch like big game fish with. But if you were ever interested in opening an attraction with a lot of caves, waterfalls, and you were like trying to get some ideas, this would be the place you would come. And then now, we're in the Archery Hall of Fame. And you can see, and I have to be honest here, I know absolutely nothing about archery, but you can see all the people inducted and a lot of old archery kits. There's a lot at this location that you can learn. 1999 class, 2000. I really don't know anything about archery. I will tell you that archery was like the first gun where you can shoot and kill something, whether it's an animal or another human being in war from a long distance. Our Native Americans obviously used archery to hunt. And we, of course, used guns. So, but there you have it. I mean, I really do not know anything about archery. And when I say nothing, it's absolutely nothing. I've shot an arrow here and there a few times. Nothing at an animal, of course. Look at that big old bear. And they've got a lot of stuff here. And if you were into archery, this is where the Archery Museum is. Now there's another interesting museum here. Well, we're going to take a look at it right now. This is the NRA, National Sporting Arms Museum. And look at the handles. They're guns. And here you are. Now, I've been told, and I'm not going to read all this stuff, Arms chest of the yacht, United States. Okay. But, you know, I'm making a video that's, 20, 30 minutes long. Here's guns from the movie Quigley Down Under. Obviously, they were donated by Kevin Costner. But what I was going to say is, well, here's some more guns. It says that's like a gun used by John Wayne, Charles Bronson, Lone Survivor. That's the gun used by Mark Wahlberg. Here's another gun used by John Wayne, and they even show you a picture of it right there. This says, like, that's a Frontier. Oh, there's Patty. She's back. Guns used in movies. It says this is Johnny Depp's gun right here from Jack Sparrow. That's interesting. That's a picture from the movie The Alamo. So I'm guessing there it is. Yeah, see, look, six barrels. There it is. There's the gun from the movie The Alamo. Now I don't know what this is worth. It says that's a Theodore Roosevelt's gun right there. I was told, and here is Theodore Roosevelt. They've recently brought his name up quite a bit because of Donald Trump getting shot. They've been referencing Theodore Roosevelt, who was an outdoorsman, a hunter, and an explorer, along with the President of the United States. And there's Theodore Roosevelt right there riding his horse. And I'm not an expert on Theodore Roosevelt, but there's pictures of him hunting rhinos, elephants, a timeline of Theodore Roosevelt. Now, I'm guessing, I think that Theodore Roosevelt was president twice, but I'm not sure. Somebody could correct me on that. Elected president in his own right, 1904. But anyway, I'm not sure. Says he died in 1919. But I think that he was president and vice president. Yeah, he was president because he was vice president. It says right there, and then he wasn't president. Then he came back and he was president again. I think. I'm not 100%. I think. Okay. I do love history, and it looks like everything in here is about Theodore Roosevelt. And you can come in here and read about Return of the Buffalo, and you can read all about things that happened with Theodore Roosevelt. And it says these are guns from the British. Very interesting. And look at the engravings on these guns. Now, I will tell you, I don't know what all these guns are worth. However, I was told that the guns in here are worth so much money that you can't even put an estimate on how much they're worth. They're worth that much. Hey, River, there's a lot of movie guns up here. Supposedly it's worth, you know, multi-millions. Multi-millions. There's every rare gun you could ever think of is in here. And you can come in here and it says that's a sniper rifle. And you could come in here and you could look at all these guns. What's the most valuable gun in here?
I'll tell you what, man. There are quite a few, and I would say there's a few that are pretty close to, you want to call them priceless. That might be a little strong, but everything has a price on it.
What would it be?
What's that?
What would it be?
There's a 2,000-year-old gun really close to that.
Holy cow.
Chinese. So,
That looks like a gun from Planet of the Apes.
yeah, doesn't it? No, wow.
Do you have any like Nazi guns or Japanese guns or World War II guns?
Yeah, we have some old guns. You're working around to it. Yeah, World War II is up here.
How much do you think the whole collection's worth?
Oh my gosh, millions
Yeah.
for sure. You know, we have Annie Oakley's shotgun her gun that she was a sharpshooter with. You name it. Theodore Roosevelt's guns.
Some guns from John Wayne.
Oh yeah. You know, it's.
Do you have a gun from Chris, whatever, the sniper?
You know what? You have some sniper guns, but I don't think anything.
Look at that thing. I am not a collector, FYI, of guns. Wow.
Pretty amazing, isn't it, man?
A lot of guns. Like that's an understatement. Wow. I mean, these are guns all the way back to like the Revolutionary War. Look at that bayonet. Because, you know, they would fire once and then they would hand-to-hand combat. And imagine that bayonet going, like, you know, killing someone with that thing. Oh my goodness. War, this is the evolution of the guns from the American soldier. And it tells you the year, like this is 1861. 1861, look at that. Wouldn't you hate to have, I mean, that's like a spear. You can see it just evolves over time. And then this would have been a gun used like in Vietnam.
Well, not yet, baby. But I do.
It says 1965. That would have been like the kind of gun you would have seen in Vietnam. That I know would be like a World War II gun. And it says 1945, 1944. Wow. Unbelievable. And it just goes on forever.
So I got cheap.
Man.
And I bought one for like an ankle.
See, this is 1950 to today hunting guns. That's what this says. This is. And I can tell you. And look at these guns over here. They got a gun up there from Johnny Depp's Pirates of the Caribbean. And here's some guns from the 1720s. Wow. You know, I saw that show. I used to like watching that show, Pawn Stars. And, you know, they would bring those guns in there, and, you know, some of them would be worth like $100 grand. Now, I have to say, you know, killing that rhino, to me, I'm not in favor of that. So I don't think anybody should be going to Africa to kill a rhino or kill an elephant or to kill a lion. I just don't agree with it. I think it's wrong. That's me. I would not be the person that would want to glorify that. Grover Cleveland. This is his shotgun. Grover Cleveland was the president of the United States. So there's another president's gun. And this says Dwight D. Eisenhower. This is his hunting gun. Dwight D. Eisenhower was another president of the United States. He was the leader, the head, he was in charge of the war in Europe. The three popular generals from World War II were Patton, who actually died in Germany. I think it was in Germany, in a freak accident. Like, this guy would stand in front of bombs, like, you know, bullets strafing, and he's like standing up, barking orders. Here's a gun from the Old West, 1866. Buffalo Bill. This is Annie Oakley. It's a double barrel shotgun from 1860, and that's like a little gun of hers as well. But Dwight D. Eisenhower, Patton, and MacArthur. I think those would be your three big generals from World War II. Dwight D. Eisenhower became president as a Republican, and General Patton, literally right after the war ended, got into an accident. I think was in a Jeep. I am not 100% sure, but I think that's what happened. He got into an accident, and I think his neck broke or something, and he became paralyzed, and he died. This says a Spanish blunderbuss. Look at that thing. Wow. Native American. And it says right there, join the NRA. And there's some, look at this gun right here. That is crazy. It says it's from Asia. Yeah. Look at that gun. And if you like Pirates of the Caribbean, here's a bunch of those guns over here. That looks like a German Luger. And I think it is. It says it's US version. I think the Luger might have made that. Luger is a German company. You would look, oh my goodness, look how long that gun is. Is that crazy? You would be shocked at how much history, you know, that I know. I am not, I would say, I would know a lot about history, a lot, more than most, let's put it that way. Not an expert. So when I tell you that I know something, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not 100%. Now look at these rails right here. They're made of guns. Isn't that crazy? That's on both sides, by the way. Well, they close in 30 minutes. Now they got a camping section down here. They got hunting, clothing there. Look at this. Is this crazy or what? Those are trout. A lot of people don't like to eat trout, but they like to catch them. So most people catch and release trout. Not trout, I meant bass, but those are trout. People definitely eat trout. What I meant to say is they don't really like to eat bass. But people like to catch these trout. They like to eat them, and they put up a big fight just like a bass. Look at that, isn't that cool? Look at that. Everything here is themed, and I mean everything. And I don't know what is in there. Yep, there's a fish in there, right there. Just hanging out. What's up, little buddy? There's another one over there. Wow, there's another one. And so now we're in the, says the camping section. I guess you would take all this stuff camping. Wow, they have everything in here. Look at this. There's a fish right there. You just reach down and grab it. Look at that. This place is crazy, isn't it, huh? Absolutely, insanely crazy. Now, if I was one of them fish, I think I would like it over here a little bit better. A little deeper, a little bigger, more room to swim around. That looks like catfish on the bottom. That's a big catfish too. Yep, that's definitely a catfish. So anyway, I will have to come back. Now look, they got a gun shop over there where they're fixing guns. And then look what they have right here, a gun range. So you can actually test the guns that you want to buy. Right there, gun range. Unbelievable, right? And there's more up there. I mean, like, it would take you easily an hour to walk around this place. There's an electric bike right there, mountain bike. I think you're getting the gist. But what I was saying was I'm gonna have to come back and make a video of the museum. I was telling my buddy Dwayne Sandburn, because he drives up from Baton Rouge, and I told him that he absolutely 100% needs to stop in this place and go check out that museum because it's just so freaking cool. I'm not into hunting or whatever. The museum is just off the Richter scale. You have to see it to believe it. And then their aquarium is just so different. And they're two different attractions. And they have some auto racing museum up there as well. Dragsters, like things that they've sponsored. Looks like Patty. There's Patty. There's River. She's waving. You looking at shoes?
I'm looking at cowboy boots for you.
Oh, okay. She wants to get cowboy boots for me. Anyway, I'm probably going to wrap up this video, but I just wanted to stop in here and make this quick video because I just thought that you guys would think this place is just so freaking outrageously themed. And do you see how cool it is themed right here? It is literally 10 times cooler in their museum. And then on top of that, they have the most sick aquarium. Now I'm gonna go over there real quick, but one of the things I want to show you just really quick, just so you can get a scale of this place, because I want you to scale this place. Okay, they have a parking lot, and then they have another parking lot on the other side. But look at that. See, World of Wildlife Aquarium with that big old screen over there. Fountains, the whole shebang. They have photo ops, and I guess that's the guy who started the company. And then that is the entrance up there to Wonders of Wildlife National Museum and Aquarium. And look at that fireplace. Man, insane, right? Look at that. I don't know what this is over here, but I'm gonna go check it out. Look at that car with a canoe on the top. I mean, that's just the kind of stuff you would see here. And I know they have another really cool one, like I said, in Memphis at the Pyramid. But it's not on this level. There's just no way. there's just no way. And by the way, we've only seen, look at that. Holy moly. Look at that. I don't know what kind of fish that is. I think it's called an alligator gar. But I don't know. I think that's what it's called. They got a little cafe right there. You see everything's red, white, and blue. It goes without saying that Bass Pro Shop as a company is very, very much supporters of military, of hunting, and I would not doubt even for a second that they are 100% Republicans through and through. They're very much into what they're into. Look at that. Do you see that right there? That's an alligator. Look at that. They have an alligator in here. Holy smokes. And then of course this whole side right here is ATVs. And just look how it's themed. There is no other place like this anywhere in the world. Look at that. Looks like this is the kind of theming you would see in the museum. And I'm going to show you right now. See how they've made it look like there's water? And then the alligators like staring at the deer? It's that times 1,000. And then you got a bunch of fishing gear. Fish trackers. Rods. Reels. Boats. And of course everything is themed everywhere you go. I mean, this place is just crazy. And I want you to think about it, like a tour of the coolest things here, we're not even gonna be able to go to because it closed before we got here. And look, are you kidding me? There is yet another museum. It's the American Museum of Fly Fishing. Who would have ever thought? And there's another aquarium over here with more trout. And look at this. Free admission. Wow. Look at this. And if you had the time to come in here and read about every reel, every rod, and anything and everything that has to do with fly fishing, you can touch screens, watch videos. Wow. I mean, these people are very, very into. And look at that. That is a real wooden beam, a real tree literally holding this roof up. It's structural. I promise you that is 100% structural. Like you can just sit down, you can hang out. This place is just so crazy. And that'll about do it. But I will tell you, you can get a lot of theming ideas from this place. Look at the roof alone of that Louisiana swamp looking shack over there. Man, this place is so crazy. Oh, look at this. Right over here, there's a razorback. Right there. So that'll about do it. I hope you like this video. Even if you're not into hunting and fishing, the theming is something else. And if you're ever in Springfield, you gotta come here and you gotta see the museum, you gotta see the aquarium, and you just gotta walk around the whole place because it just really is next level. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the other side. And we do plan on visiting more haunts soon. And we're gonna have more haunted house videos and a lot of cool stuff coming up. I really enjoy going into Home Depot and Spirits and just checking out all the Halloween stuff. So we'll be doing all that soon. So until then, happy Halloween, everybody, because it's coming up and it's coming up soon.